are going to see another topic in English grammar, that is gerund. It is a small topic, but most of the students have doubts on this topic, and when it comes to gerund and present participle, there is a lot of confusion to many students. Students kept on asking me, sir, we are unable to understand, differentiate, distinguish the difference between gerund and present participle. What could be the clear indication? What are the major distinctions between gerund and present participle? How to identify whether it is a gerund or a present participle? Please let us know. This is the question from many students. So in order to give clarity and perfect understanding, I am making this video. Please watch this video and understand so that all your doubts will be clear. Look at the title, gerund. First of all, what is the structure of the gerund? The structure of the form of the gerund is V1 plus ing form. See, V1 plus ing form. Usually, ing form is added only to the first form of the verb or the root verb, and ing form is not added to the second form of the verb or the third form of the verb. So the structure of the form of the gerund is V1 plus ing form. You take any main verb and add ing form, so that is the structure of the gerund. Second one, what is the function of the gerund? The function of the gerund in a sentence or in sentences, it does the work of a noun. It does the work of a noun. It plays the role of a noun. We know the role of a noun in sentences, where the noun is used. Okay, so it does the work of a noun. That is the second one. Third one, what is the other name for this gerund? In parts of speech, the title gerund is not there. So that is why when you are asked what is the part of speech of gerund, what would you say? So that is verbal noun. So it is a noun. Because it does the work of the noun, we can call it a verbal noun. It has got its origin from the verb, so it is called a verbal noun. It does the work of a noun, so it is called a verbal noun. Next, where is this gerund used in sentences? Remember the important point, it does the work of a noun, so it is called a verbal noun. So it is used in the place of a noun. The first one is subject of a sentence. You know, in sentences, in the place of subject, we use either noun or pronoun. So, subject of a sentence, this gerund is used in place of the subject. So, swimming is a good exercise. Here, the word swimming is not present participle, but it is a noun. It is a gerund. So, it is used in the place of subject. Next one, jogging is better than walking. Here, jogging is also gerund. It is not a present participle. Remember, gerund does the work of a noun. Present participle does the work of an adjective. Basic difference. Okay, the difference between gerund and the present participle, I will make a separate video with examples. For the time being, you try to understand gerund. Second function, object of a transitive verb. Okay, this gerund is used in the place of object. You know, in the place of object, noun can be used. Noun or pronoun can be used. So this gerund can be used in the place of object. Ramya likes singing. Next, she hates drinking. Here singing and drinking are gerunds. Here swimming and jogging are gerunds. Okay, third one, object of a preposition. Okay, object of a preposition. After the preposition, gerund can be used in the sentences. Okay, when somebody makes a phone call and gives some information, then we give the answer. Thank you for calling me. Okay, see here calling is a gerund. Next one, she is afraid of telling the truth. Here telling is the gerund. So for is a preposition, of is preposition. Okay, object of a preposition. Object of a preposition is calling and telling. So this is the third way where the gerund is used. And the fourth usage is complement of a verb. Sometimes the sentences are incomplete. To complete the incomplete sentences, we can use the gerund along with one or two words. Then the sentence will be perfect or complete. In such cases, gerund is used. See, my aim in life is becoming a writer. So my aim in life is. So this sentence is incomplete. So to complete this incomplete sentence, we introduce the gerund becoming a writer. So this is a gerund. Next, my objective is starting a home for the orphans. My objective is, if we say the sentence my objective is still it is incomplete. So to complete the incomplete sentence, we introduce gerund along with a few words. So this part is called complement. Remember, complement means a group of words which are used to complete the incomplete sentence. So that is called a complement. So in this way we can use gerund. Remember, one clue I give you how to identify whether it is a gerund or present participle. Simply you ask a question what, you get the answer, and the answer is gerund. Swimming is a good exercise. Ask the question, what is a good exercise? Swimming. Answer. So this is gerund. Jogging is better than walking. What is better than walking? Jogging. So this is the gerund. Next, Ramya likes singing. What does Ramya like? Singing. This is gerund. Okay. She hates drinking. What does she hate? This is drinking. So this is gerund. In this way, you can identify gerunds in sentences. Okay. Please subscribe our channel English Victor. Thank you.